Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to install Laravel Jetstream from scratch. So there's two options. Either A, you can use either the composer require to create a new Laravel project, or you can use something like Laravel Herd, which will pre-install it. So Laravel Herd allows you to pre-install it by selecting the Jetstream icon, and then you can select Inertia or Livewire. But in this case, we are gonna install it without any starter kit, and we're just gonna use pest in this case. So let's just call this Jetstream example, and we will create this project. All right. So while that's creating, let's head to the Jetstream documentation. So in here under installation, obviously you create your Laravel project like you normally do, and you go into the project, and then you require Laravel Jetstream. So this has now been installed, and for security purposes, let's also make sure that we have this project in HTTPS. So for this, you just need to enter your computer's password. There you go. And let's now open up the project. Alright, so now that we have got the project set up, let's first and foremost make sure that it uses HTTPS. And let's add in some details here. So for the database, let's call this Jetstream. And let's head over here and create a table. New database I called Jetstream, and let's open that up. Perfect. Alright, so with that done, let's require Laravel Jetstream. So to do that, we can head out to our terminal, and then afterwards you need to decide which tech stack you want to use, and if you want to use SSR and or dark mode. So for this example, let's use Livewire. So now we're installing this. This is, by the way, only recommended to do on new applications only. You should not do this on any existing applications, since it will override certain pieces of code inside some models, for example, the user model. So now that this is done, we have got a model with a bit more functionality than normal. This looks a bit different, and we also have the ability to log in as well. But first and foremost, we need to migrate everything. So now if we head to a project, you can see we can create users. We can just call this Tilly. And there you go. Now we've logged in. So we can also go in and we can go to our profile. And two-factor authentication is a possibility as well. I'm not gonna go ahead and enable that, but inside Jetstream.php, we can configure things such as the ability to display terms and conditions, profile photos, and Teams functionality. So for example, now you can upload a profile photo. We can also log out, and if you go here, you can see I agree to terms of service and privacy policy, which is essentially excuse me, a markdown in here where you can essentially add in your terms and conditions. So that's all added in as well. You can edit it. This is just regular markdown. So we could just say this is for use of, I don't know what to write, but you can write whatever you want in here, or get a professional person to write it, up to you. In here we have all our components, along with the login, the registered password, the two-factor authentication, and the email. and the confirm password. So you can control all of that in here. Furthermore, you're also able to use some of the components inside Jetstream and some of the other functionalities. So for example, I think they have a banner alert. So you could, for example, flash this on when you go to the home page or the dashboard page. So when we log in, let's flash this bit here. As you can see, you can also do one that's with a specific banner style. So in this case, we could say banner style should be success, and we need to pull in request up here. Let's just properly import it. And we also need to make sure we use request in here because we're using it in a closure. So if we now head in, we can log in. And we get the issue here that it must be yeah, because we're adding it in the group, of course. It should be added in here. There we go. So if we now attempt to log in, you can see we got a small banner. Outside of that, you can also control other things such as the password strength. This uses 45, so what you can do is you can go up to actions. You can not only control what goes through when you register a user in here and control the validation rules, but you can also have a specific password validation rules and control it in here. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and edit any of these things here, but if you do wish to do so, it would be available here, and it's all in the Laravel Jetstream documentation. There's a lot more you can do with it, but this is just a basic getting started tutorial. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button as well.